Hello students, this is CA Pragnesh Kanambar. After a long time, I'm uploading a video. Sorry, I was a little bit busy in my fatherhood and also I was a little bit down with my health. But I'm back now and I'm going to upload regularly the revision videos for May 25. Although I've uploaded many videos in Hindi-English mix, however, South India students had requested specifically that please sir upload videos in English. All right. Sorry for the delay. So I'm here with this particular video, especially on SA 800 series, which is an amendment from May 25 onwards. A very detailed Hindi English mixed video is already there on my mobile app. The links and information I've given it in my Telegram channel. Link is there in the description. You can join it from there. However, this video is a crisp video which I think is more than enough, trust me, for May 25 students when it comes to SA 800 series amendment. Okay, now before you see this video, I am assuming that at least you have some knowledge. I am not saying expert knowledge, but at least you have some knowledge about the first 35 essays. Okay, then it helps you little bit in this SA 800 series, even if you have basic knowledge. Okay, now SA 800 series, any standards on auditing. When I say standards auditing, it always deals with audit of historical financial information. So when I say SA, that means it is dealing with audit of historical financial information. Okay, now there are three standards over here which are called as specialized areas: SA 800, 805 and 810. I will be quick but clear. SA 800 deals with audit of special purpose financial statements. And while conducting audit of special purpose financial statements, what are the special considerations, the most important points to be taken care of? I had given these notes in my recent batch, and this entire scan I have done from a student note, all right, which I had dictated, and this entire PDF is there on my Telegram channel. Okay, now everyone over here. When I say SA 800, that means special considerations in audit of financial statements prepared in accordance with special purpose framework. Okay, now listen to me very carefully. What are the main most important points in this particular essay? First, you have to understand this essay deals with what. Then you have to understand that while accepting the engagement, what are the main points to be taken care of. Then you have to understand, first we will accept the engagement, then we will perform the engagement, then we will write a report. All right, as simple as that. Okay, now everyone over here. When I say special purpose financial statements, that means financial statements prepared to serve specific information needs of selected users. Sir, can you be more elaborate? For example, if you go to Shark Tank India, and if the investors want to see financial statements but in a different format, specifically as per their needs, then it becomes a special purpose financial statement, which is to serve specific information needs of the intended users. Sir, example. All right, examples exactly I've given from module CRC. Okay, C for example, financial statements prepared specifically for a creditor, specifically only for creditor, or financial statements prepared specifically but only for that regulator. Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013 is prepared, but it is generally for all. All right, for example, let us say SEBI comes out with a different format prepared only for that regulator, then it is over here. Then C for contract financial statements prepared in accordance with the contract, especially in business combination, amalgamation, merger, acquisition contracts. All right, okay. Now, when you are accepting this engagement, when you are, I'm recording from home, so there will be a little bit of lag. Okay, but the video will be clear. When I'm accepting the engagement, what are the main points to be taken care of? Listen to me. This is audit of special purpose financial statements. The most important thing over here is the special purpose framework. That means financial statements are being prepared specifically for selected users. So what is the format? What is the accounting standard to be followed? What are the accounting principles to be followed? What are the accounting policies to be followed? So the very first thing will be acceptability of the financial reporting framework. Whatever is the financial reporting framework, the guideline based upon which the financial statement will be prepared, that has to be acceptable. I'll have to see what is the purpose, why it is being prepared, for whom it is being prepared. All right, purpose and the information needs of the intended users. And apart from that, whenever you are entering into letter of engagement, whatever are the common points from SA 210, like responsibilities of the management, responsibility of the auditor, all of that will remain the same. Now, whether a financial reporting framework is acceptable or not, how to determine that? Because the entire point over here is that the financial reporting framework has to be acceptable. Say, listen to me. If the financial reporting framework the guideline based upon which the financial statements will be prepared. If it has been established by a recognized standard setting organization, I've just given an example like US GAAP or something, then obviously it will be acceptable. If the financial reporting framework, all right, has been prescribed by some regulator, then obviously it will be acceptable. Unless there are indications to the contrary. Regulator of what? If it is a regulator of Afghanistan, all right. So normally it will be acceptable unless there are indications to the contrary. So presumed acceptable unless there are indications to the contrary. However, if the financial reporting framework is prepared as per the contract specifically for an investor or something, then in that case you'll have to be very careful, because contract is neither a recognized institute or nor it is a regulator. Then in that case you will have to check whether at least the financial reporting framework has the generally acceptable accounting principles. All right, now there is a wonderful example which is given in the module on page number 8.6. I would request students to please go through that particular example. It is a superb example which is over here. This is module as per May 25 onwards, May 25 attempt onwards. Okay. Until there are further amendments, this video will remain the same. Now listen to me. Normally provision for doubtful debts could be 5, 6%, 7%. But tell me, if it is a business combination transaction, the buyer would like to be more conservative and buyer would like to be more real. So normally provision for doubtful debts could be taken as 5, 7%. However, in case of a business combination transaction, when financial statements are being prepared in accordance with the contract, the buyer will say that, okay, boss, I need a provision of around 15% over here because I want to get a discounted value. Now, okay, we can understand that this is acceptable because we know the purpose, we know the information needs of the users. So superb example which is given over here. I want you to just read it once. You can pause this video and also read it once. All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Moving ahead. I'm telling you, in this entire essay, first we accept the engagement, then we will plan and perform the engagement. Okay. Now, when it comes to planning and performing the engagement, see, normally first 35 essays will continue to apply. So the only important thing over here is to understand what changes. Concept of materiality. Because when we are auditing general purpose financial statements, which is the first 35 essays, then whatever is the common financial information needs of all users, that is important. However, when we are conducting audit of special purpose financial statements, then in that case, specific information needs of the intended users will be important. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we need to go focus on the concept of materiality over here. Let us say that. So that I have written, consider specific information needs of the intended users. Okay. Let us say that management and auditor, they have, management and the user, I repeat, management and the user for whom the financial statements are being prepared. Let us say that they have decided a threshold, that means a limit, below which misstatements will be considered as immaterial. For example, management and the users have decided that if 20% of turnover, only misstatements above 20% of turnover will be considered as material. Otherwise, below 20% of turnover, they will consider it as immaterial. Boss, just because they are deciding mutually amongst themselves, that does not mean that auditor will not apply his brain. Alright, so misstatements, whatever they may decide, threshold, but auditor must apply his own professional judgment. Tomorrow they will say that debit what goes out and credit what comes in. Are we going to accept it? Obviously no. Okay, so application of materiality, these are the two important points. Exactly module has been written over here, but in a crisp form. Remember, we are understanding about planning and performing the engagement. Okay, planning and performing, obviously we need to understand the entity. In understanding the entity, the most important point will be, everything else will remain same as per SA 315, but the most important point will be understanding the accounting policies, especially when it is in accordance with the provisions of a contract. All right, and listen to me. Imagine Reliance Industries Limited. It has so many directors in that board of directors. They have chairman. They have so many people who are a part of those charged with governance. We need to determine who is those charged with governance for these special purpose financial statements, because it is very much possible they could have given this particular charge to another person, all right, to another director. So three main points that they are writing over here. One is the concept of materiality, second one is understanding the entity, and third one is determining those charged with governance. Am I clear with this? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Special considerations in planning and performing the engagement. Last point for SA 800, that is the reporting considerations. Which considerations? Reporting considerations. The most important point when it comes to report. Listen to me very carefully. When it comes to reporting considerations, you are conducting audit of special purpose financial statements, unmodified opinion, modified opinion, audit report format, everything will remain the same. SA 700 and 705 will continue to apply. However, there are some additional disclosures to be given in the audit report. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that is where you will have to be very alert. This is exactly where the amendments are. Okay. Two most important points. Boss, this is an audit report of special purpose financial statements. And that is the reason that the purpose of financial statements. I repeat, purpose of financial statements. What is the purpose? For whom it is prepared? And one warning that this is not for general circulation. This distribution of audit report is only for specific users. So purpose of financial statements, distribution or use of audit report. Purpose of financial statements, restriction on distribution or use of audit report. One more time. Purpose of financial statements, restriction on distribution or use of audit report. You will combine the paragraph. Emphasis of meta paragraph is for purpose of the financial statements. And normally for restriction on distribution or use of audit report, you would have used other meta paragraph, which is for auditing clarification. However, you will extend the emphasis of meta paragraph. You will extend the emphasis of meta paragraph and include both of these alerts. All right. And this will be the title of that paragraph, basis of accounting and restriction on distribution and use. This is one of their favorite question of SA 800. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Then obviously in the auditor's report, you will have a management responsibility paragraph. But in management responsibility paragraph, there is one very important point over here. And I really like this student, the way in which they have written sticky notes. Listen to me. If the financial reporting framework based upon which the financial statements are prepared, if it is prescribed by law and management does not have any choice, all right, then in that case, you have to write the reference of that law in management responsibility paragraph. However, if management has a choice, all right, that means, okay, that means let us say you're supposed to prepare as per the contract and stuff. So management has a choice of financial reporting framework. They have to decide the accounting policies. Then in that case, one line will be included that management is responsible for determining the acceptability of financial reporting framework. All right. And listen to me. If it is a listed entity, then key audit matter concept will continue to apply as the way in which we have studied in SA 701. Okay. Now, SA 720, annual report. All right, annual report. So if there is a difference between annual report and what is given in special purpose financial statements, all right, whatever we have discussed in SA 720 will continue to apply other information paragraph. I'm assuming that at least you have some knowledge of first 35 essays. All right. Modification in the audit report of general purpose financial statements. Listen to me very carefully. In the general purpose financial statements, general purpose, not special purpose, in general purpose, if you have given emphasis of meta paragraph, other meta paragraph, material uncertainty related to going concern, let us say it is not related to the special purpose financial statements, still in special purpose financial statements you should include an other matter paragraph and give clarity to the readers of this particular audit report that hello, there is another general purpose financial statements. In that we have included emphasis of matter, other matter on Murg paragraph or other information paragraph or key audit matter paragraph, and we are just giving a reference over here for your clarity, because the users of special purpose financial statements should also be aware about the modifications in the audit report of general purpose financial statements. Am I clear with this? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. After this, you just solve the module questions. You are done, man. You are done. You are absolutely done with this. You can just read the shaded boxes in the module where they have given the audit report drafting. That's it. Okay. Now, SA 805, that is audit of single financial statements or specific element, account or item of financial statements. I'll be very quick with this, but clear. So, single financial statements are example cash flow statement. Let us say you are getting audit only of cash flow statement. Oh. Or let us say you are getting audit only of inventory schedule. Which schedule, beta? Inventory schedule. Okay. So just imagine this, either audit of cash flow statement or audit of inventory schedule. So you are not auditing complete set, you are auditing single financial statement or specific element, account or item of financial statement, which I have given over here as an example. Again, whenever you are in SA 800 series, three most important points will be considerations when accepting the engagement, then performing the engagement, and then reporting upon such engagement. All right. Considerations when accepting the engagement, listen to me. If you are the auditor of complete set of financial statements, and let us say you have also been engaged to audit that inventory or cash flow statement, okay, then it becomes easier for you because you already have overall knowledge of the entity, and you can easily give some more time to inventory or cash flow statement and finish it off because you already have a general understanding of their accounting records and of the entity and its internal control system. However, if you are not the auditor of complete set of financial statements, then in that case you have to determine whether you can practically perform this audit or not. You have to specifically check that will this audit involve disproportionate work. So can you be more specific? Yes. For example, if I give you a balance sheet audit, don't you think that it will involve too much work? It will cover the entire set of financial statement? Yes or no, sir? Yes, sir. So you'll have to check whether this particular audit involves disproportionate work or not. That is the main thing, whether it is practicable to accept such audit engagement or not. So I request you to pause this video and just go through these notes once. Left hand side, whether it is practicable to accept such audit engagement or not. All right, you see this note? Yeah. Okay. Then second, acceptability of the financial reporting framework. If the inventory schedule or cash flow statement has been prepared from the general purpose financial statement itself, then at least, we have to determine whether that at least they have presented it properly. Okay. If I'm showing you only my hand, at least my hand I need to show it properly. All right. Okay. So whether they are going to prepare the inventory schedule properly or the cash flow statement properly along with proper notes and stuff. And if they are going to prepare as per Schedule 3 or accounting standards, only great. But what if that particular inventory schedule is also being prepared only for some selected users? Then in that case, you have to determine the acceptability of the financial reporting framework. I hope you are getting my point. Yes or no, sir? Yes, sir. I don't want to increase the length of this video unnecessarily. So I request you that you please pause this video and see this note properly. Sir, why are you not reading every single line? Because you will realize that whatever I have discussed in SA 800, it is following, the logics are following. Most of the things are also common over here. In SA 805, the main part is the left hand side, whether you have to analyze whether it is practicable to accept such audit or not. Am I clear with this? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Considerations when planning and performing the audit. Now, when you are going to accept this audit of cash flow statement or single financial statement or specific element, account or item of financial statement, inventory schedule, first thing is that other assets will continue to apply whatever general principles we have discussed, that those will continue to apply. You will have to see who is the management over here and who is those charged with governance for this particular inventory schedule or for this particular cash flow statement. If you are an auditor of complete set of FS and you're also auditing inventory separately under SA 805, you will have to take that effort to perform additional procedures. Not understanding. So even though you're auditor of complete set of financial statement, still you cannot say that, boss, I'm already auditing complete set. Now there is no need for auditing of inventory. That special moment you have to create, no? Yes, that special effort you have to give, no? I cannot say like this, no, that I'm entire year I'm with my wife, what special effort I need to take on the birthday. You have to take that effort. It's a special day. Especially if you have been given this assignment of inventory schedule or cash flow statement, you will have to take that effort. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can see the situation of a married man. I'm not able to forget my wife even in a revision video. So if auditor of complete set of financial statement is also engaged to audit single financial statement, we may use the evidence obtained during the complete set of financial statement audit. However, you are expected to perform additional procedures for the single FSO specific element. All right. Materiality level. Tell me, everyone. When I'm conducting audit of overall financial statement, my materiality level is around 1% of turnover or 5% of profit before tax and stuff. However, if I'm conducting audit of inventory schedule, now inventory itself is a small amount. Let us say turnover is of 1,000 crores and let us say inventory is of 100 crores. So at 1,000 crore level, maybe 10 crore is an important figure, but at 100 crore level, 1 crore can be an important figure. So materiality level applied for single financial statement or specific element of financial statement, I hope you understand with common sense that it will be lower than the materiality level which is determined for overall financial statement. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you have to perform procedures on interrelated items also. For example, if you are conducting audit of inventory, all right, you cannot just say that I will never look at the purchase and the sales process, because without that, how will you come to the amount of inventory? So I'm not saying that cover the entire entity's financial statement, but you will have to perform procedures on interrelated items. So can we revise this? Considerations when planning and performing the audit. Other essays will continue to apply. I will have to see who is those charged with governance over here. I will have to perform additional procedures even though I am an auditor of complete set of FS. Most important points will be the last 2 points. Materiality level applied to the single FS or specific element of FS will be lower than the materiality level determined for the overall financial statements, and I will have to perform procedures on interrelated items also. Am I clear with this? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't forget MI, M for materiality and I for interrelated items. That will show to the examiner that you have studied this. Okay. Now, most importantly, the reporting considerations. You have to be very, 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 very alert over here. Whatever we have discussed in standards auditing, SA 700, 570, 70 and 720, all of that will be adapted as necessary in the audit report of SA 805. But most importantly, I want you to understand these possibilities. Now listen to me very carefully. If you are an auditor of complete set of financial statements and you are also engaged to audit under SA 805, this is the most important thing discussed in the module. For this, when auditor under SA 805 is different from the auditor of complete set of FS, this is not discussed in the module because everyone understands that this is a difficult discussion. If both the auditors are separate, then both of them will have their own judgment on it. Whether one is using the work of other or not will depend upon their judgment. However, if when both the auditors are same, when both audits are being performed by the same person, all right. So auditor of complete set of financial statement is also engaged to audit under SA 805. That becomes an interesting solution. All right. So everyone over here, please be very careful. Let us say you are preparing audit report on complete set of FS. We need to understand what will be the effect of audit report under SA 805. All right. I want you to do one thing. Just pause and see this particular column. Then I will explain. Please follow this. All right. I hope that you have followed this. Now listen to me. If you are preparing audit report on complete set of FS, okay, and if you have given a qualified opinion due to depreciation, and let us say you are auditing separately cash flow statement or inventory, both of them you can give a clean opinion, man. That's okay, because here you have given qualified opinion due to depreciation. They have no effect over here. Okay, let us say you have given adverse opinion, that is revenue is misstated. Or let us say you have given a disclaimer of an opinion. Okay, now focus over here. If you are conducting audit of a cash flow statement, which statement? Cash flow statement. Okay. Do you really think that when you have given adverse opinion on the revenue part, because of revenue, entire financial statements are not showing a true and fair view? Do you really think that cash flow statement can show a true and fair view? No, sir. Because it will be presumed as a material part of the overall financial statement. However, listen to me. Let us say you have given adverse opinion, revenue is misstated. It is possible that you may have a clean opinion on inventory, investments. All right. Let us say maybe you are auditing us some special borrowings. Are you getting my point? Because it is possible that some specific items may not be anywhere related or connected with the revenue part. So when you are giving adverse opinion because the entire revenue is misstated, all right, then in that case, still on specific element, clean opinion is still possible. At least it is possible. The chances will be low, but it is possible. But there are 3 conditions for that. I will come to those 3 conditions. Wait. Similarly, when you have given disclaimer of opinion on the overall financial statements, obviously you cannot give an unmodified opinion on single financial statement, because adverse or disclaimer means the entire financial statements is either misleading, or for the entire financial statements you are not giving an opinion. However, still unmodified opinion is possible on specific element. Maybe for that particular element you have got the evidence. However, there are 3 conditions. What are those 3 conditions? Okay. What are those three conditions? Sir, what are you discussing? If you have given adverse opinion on complete set of financial statement or disclaimer of an opinion, if you have given a disclaimer of an opinion on complete set of financial statements, then it is very much possible to give a clean opinion on specific element of financial statement. However, there are three conditions for that. And what are those three conditions? First of all, it should not be prohibited by law. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Second, both the audit reports on complete set of FS and on specific element on it, both of them should not be published together with the audit report on complete set of FS. Third, such specific element should not be a major portion of the entity's complete set of financial statement, which is obvious. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So that those are the three conditions. Please be very careful. This is some notes with pencil that student has written on its own. Okay. Now listen to me. Let us say you have given a modification in the audit report on complete set of FS and it is not at all related to the single FS or the specific element. Let us say you have given a modified opinion, key audit matter, more emphasis matter, other matter. It is not at all related with the specific element or single FS. Still, in the other matter paragraph of the specific element or single FS, they are expecting you to give this reference. So this is the common point in SA 800 series. Whatever has happened in complete set of FS, if you have given a modification, then whether you're preparing SA 800 report or SA 805 audit report, in other matter paragraph, which paragraph? In other matter paragraph, they're expecting a reference. Are you with me? Yes or no, sir? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. Please pause and read this again, these reporting considerations. Okay. This particular paragraph has been added as an amendment. So you have to be very careful over here. Sir, what is this? They are saying that when you are giving a modified opinion on or modified report on complete set of FS, tell me what is the brain that we have used in this entire audit, in this entire discussion? What is the brain that we have used? We saw the matter, we saw how material it is, we saw whether it is affecting the single FS or specific element or not. So look at the question. Factors to be considered in determining implications of audit report on complete set of FS on the audit report on under SA 805. So factors of to be considered to understand the effect of audit report on complete set of FS, effect of audit report on complete set of FS on the audit report under SA 805. You'll have to see the matter, you'll have to see how pervasive it is, all right. You'll have to see the applicable financial reporting framework, all of that. Yes, yes. Okay. Now, there is one very special adjustment under SA 805. Sir, what is this adjustment? Listen to me. If you have prepared, this is a completely different discussion. If you have prepared audit report on complete set of FS, plus you have audited complete set of FS or audited single FS or specific element plus audit report on single FS specific element. So, audit report on complete FS plus the complete FS, audited complete FS plus audited single FS or specific element plus audit report on single FS or specific element. This entire document, all of this, if they are published together, I just have to evaluate that they are separated, properly differentiated. That means my audit report on complete set of FS and audited complete set of FS should be presented in a manner that they are clearly differentiated from the audit report on single FS specific element and the single FS specific element which is published. So both of them should be differentiated clearly. All right. If they are not differentiated clearly, then I will not express an opinion on single FS or specific element. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So please pause and study these notes 2 times and then go to the next essay. Now, the next essay is essay 810, which talks about engagements to report on summary financial statements. I repeat, from historical financial statements, some management has prepared a summary and they want you to report on that. Now listen to me. You will, obviously they have given the meaning of summary also in the module. It will contain less detail but still providing a structured presentation. Okay. Now listen to me. You will accept this engagement only if you are the stat auditor. I mean only if you are the auditor of complete set of FS from which the summary has been prepared. So auditor of complete set of FS from which summary is derived is qualified to report on summary financial statements. That is the precondition. Without that you cannot move ahead. Before accepting the engagement, auditor shall consider the following. Now listen to me. This is a little different standard. for preparing summary. Imagine you are the CFO. If you are preparing summary, the first thing that you will have to do is you'll have to set some accounting policies which are called as applied criteria. Criteria based upon which the summary is going to be prepared. Like these two items will be clubbed, these two items will be clubbed, these notes will be clubbed. Right? Such kind of criteria you have to prepare. Now criteria, either you are preparing it or they are prescribed by law or they are prescribed by ICI or some standard setting organization. So as an auditor, the first thing will be to understand whether management is using suitable criteria or not. Because if the applied criteria, the guideline based upon which summary is going to be prepared, if the criteria itself is not acceptable, then in that case, just don't accept this particular engagement. Look at this. Determine whether applied criteria are acceptable or not. Determine whether applied criteria are acceptable or not. For that, what are the factors to be considered? All right. Now, if you see over here, okay, if you see over here, they have given certain factors. Okay. So you can remember PUM. I think student has done some Anupam thing over here. Okay, this is student derived code. PUM nature, something like that. Purpose of the summary FS. Yeah, why you are preparing this summary? For whom you are preparing this summary? Right? Then applied criteria should not be misleading, bro. Should not be misleading. And I need to understand the nature of the entity so that I will be able to understand their summary properly. If the applied criteria are unacceptable, then in that case, I will not accept the engagement to report on summary financial statements. Am I clear with this? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will obtain an agreement from the management. Management give it to me in writing that you are responsible for the preparation of summary financial statements. Management give it to me in writing, agree in writing that whenever you are circulating the audited FS, along with that, you will also circulate the summary FS. Yes. And or reverse. If you are circulating summary FS, along with that, you will circulate the audited FS. So basically what I wanted to say was the reverse, that both of them should be circulated together. Summary cannot be circulated. Summary cannot be circulated in isolation. Only if summary is circulated and main set of FS are not made available or they are not circulated, then that is not acceptable. Let me tell you, Institute has written this in technical English, but this is what they are trying to say. For very detailed video and stuff, you can refer my Hindi English videos also, but it is not required at this stage. Alright, so look at this. Obtain an agreement from the management that preparation and presentation of summary will be your responsibility. Most importantly, you will make available the complete set of FS to the users of summary without any undue difficulty. You will make available report on summary FS along with the circulation of summary FS. Alright, this is their main content, and I want management to tell me very clearly what kind of report and opinion they expect from me. If they expect from me to give absolute assurance on summary and stuff, I will not accept this engagement only. Are you getting my point? Yes, sir. You can pause and see the code words and stuff. The student has done a lot of effort in the code words. Alright. So by hearting part you can do after the video. Okay, but this will be the headings of the question. Because from 800 series there is a level 1, level 2 question. Level 1 is theory question. Level 2 is mild application based. You will not see heavy application based questions in SA 800 series. Alright. So these are the factors to be considered in accepting the engagement. Performing the procedures is going to be so simple. Whether criteria is suitable, comparing the amounts of summary FS and complete set of FS. Alright. Most important thing, I'll have to see whether summary FS are actually summarized nature. But it should be a reasonable summary. If it's a very short summary, then there is a problem. So it should be aggregated at an appropriate level. It should be aggregated at an appropriate level. So I'll have to see whether applied criteria are acceptable or not, whether they disclose a summarized nature or not. Alright. Aggregation should be done at an appropriate level. Okay. I'll have to compare it with the audited FS. And most importantly, I want management to make the audited FS available along with the circulation of summary. So audited FS should be made available along with the circulation of summary. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. But let us say management says that I will not circulate the audited FS along with the summary. Then in that case, I will ask management, why are you doing this? They say that, yeah, because SEBI does not require such kind of circulation. Then it is okay. I am just giving a hypothetical example. There is no such circular of SEBI. So if they are not circulating it, and if it is due to laws and regulations, then they should write it that due to so and so law or so and so circular, we are not circulating it. However, if they are not circulating without any valid reason and they are not even making the financial statements available to the users, then it is not acceptable to me. All right. Next, reporting considerations. Okay. Now, when you look at this particular report in the module, you will see a detailed content over there. Sir, why, sir? Sir, why? Because this report cannot be copy paste of our general audit report format. You will not just see references to 700 series over here. In 800 and 805, 800 was special purpose financial statement, but still it was entire complete set of financial statement. 805 was also single FS or specific element derived from the main set only. Alright. 810 is a summary. It's a completely different document, and that is the reason that the report format also changes. Okay. So I would request students to go through page number 8.255 of the module and just see the report format once. Just see it 2-3 times. That's it. You cannot give too much time to it. Alright. Now, most important form of opinion. When you are expressing opinion on summary financial statements, wording of the opinion, either you can say that this summary financial statements are a fair summary of the complete set, or you can say that they are consistent with the complete set. Okay. But you cannot write they show true and fair view and in our opinion to the best of our knowledge. You cannot give to very high level of assurance over here. There is a specific wording which is given in the module, and I've given the page number reference of the module. I want you to see that wording. This can be an examination question. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, what is this? Student, you will understand this if you have seen my audit report lecture of 700 series, but I'm still repeating it. Let us say that the wording of the opinion, the wordings to be used in the opinion, let us say tomorrow SEBI prescribes it. Although there is no such circular, but let us say SEBI prescribes it. And wording of the opinion is very different from wordings given by SA 810. Then in that case, see, first you pause this video and see the wordings given by SA 810. But let us say wording of the opinion is very different from the wordings which are given by SA 810. Then in that case, I will perform additional procedures which are required by law. Alright. I will perform procedures as per SA 810. I will also perform additional procedures which are required by law to satisfy that particular wording. However, if the wordings given by law are completely different from the wordings given by SA 810 and it is misleading, then in that case, I will give the report, but I will not write reference of essays issued by the ICI in such report. Now, for the students who have attended my audit report lecture, alright, they know this particular adjustment is there in audit report lecture also. Alright, this entire discussion is there. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving ahead, there are some really good and special adjustments in the reporting part of SA 810. But again, I need students to have some knowledge of reporting standards for this. Okay. I will still try my best to explain it in simple words. If you have given a modified report on complete set of FS, can you give a clean report on summary FS? If you have given a qualified opinion, emphasis of matter, other matter, MURG, other information or key audit matter in the main complete set of FS, it is possible that in the audit report on summary FS you are giving a clean opinion. It is very much possible because it may not heavily affect the summary. However, they are expecting that in the report on summary FS, you create a separate paragraph and at least give a reference that in my main report on complete set of FS, I have given these kind of paragraphs. Am I clear with this? Yes, 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 sir. Pause and read it. Pause and read it. Okay. If you have given adverse opinion or disclaimer of opinion on the complete set of FS, what is the point then on reporting on summary FS? We will write in the report that it is inappropriate to express an opinion on summary FS. I repeat, if you have given an adverse opinion or disclaimer of opinion on the audited complete set of FS, then you write it in the report that it is inappropriate to express an opinion on summary FS. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you want to give an unmodified opinion on summary FS, this is a completely different point. What are the wordings of the opinion? We have discussed earlier. If let us say summary FS are not a fair summary, then in that case you give an adverse opinion and say that they are not consistent or they are not a fair summary of the audited FS. If the summary financial statement is prepared from special purpose financial statement, then whatever alerts we have given in SA 800, you can rewind and see it again. Whatever alerts we have given in SA 800 about the purpose of the financial statement, about the restriction on distribution or use of the audit report, same alerts will give it over here in the report on summary FS. Now listen to me. Let us say main set of financial statements, they contain current year, previous year column. All right. But let us say summary financial statement contains only current year column. That is possible. If it is reasonable, we can accept it. If it is reasonable, we can accept the omission. All special adjustments going on, boss. All right. I've used this Hindi word dhoka. All right. That means someone has cheated you. All right. This is a very special adjustment. Listen to me very carefully. Let us say management has not appointed you for reporting on summary financial statement. They created summary on their own, but they are circulating the audited complete set along with the summary, and they are making it look like as if the summary is a part of audited complete set, and the readers are getting an impression that the summary has been audited separately by the statutory auditor. Management states in a document that summary FS have been derived from audited FS. However, auditor was not engaged to report on summary FS. So you are using my name for something that I have not done. I will request management, either you change that statement which is giving an impression, or you please delete my reference completely from that document, or at least engage me to report on summary FS. If you are calling me your husband, then please remove that line, or at least marry me. Are you getting my point? Okay. So if management refuses to do so, then auditor shall take appropriate action. It could be public notice. However, let us say auditor has been engaged to report on summary FS, but auditor gave negative report, modified report. So management circulated summary FS without the report. So management does not circulate report on summary FS along with summary FS. Then again I will take appropriate action. All right. What else can I do over here? Am I clear with this? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that ends your discussion on SA 800 series. Now my humble request, see these notes 2 times. Also go through the module only the questions, and let me tell you, I am 100% certain your SA 800 series is done and dusted. Go sleep, relax, all the best. All right, I'm going to come up with more videos. Next time I'll look more presentable. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. All the best.